Call the meeting to order. I think the first thing we need to do is a brief description of what we're going to try to do tonight, and it should be real quick, famous last words. There are two bills that we're going to put into a shell. The shell is 2280, HB 2280. The two bills that will go into that shell is HB 2273 and 2274. And so what we'll do is have a motion to remove the contents of 2280, and then we'll have Carly brief us on the 2273 and 2274, and then motions on inserting those. And Carly, I'll need to ask you if we should do those one at a time, or can we do them both at the same time?
I do have, Mr. Chair, I do have a question, because the 2274, as amended by the Senate committee, had Senate Bill 201 and also Senate Bill 106 in it. Will we need to, Carly, strike the language of those two bills, or can we put the 2274 in there because we didn't have it cross the Senate floor? Any clarification on that?
Mr. Chair, Senator Thompson, so what is conferenceable right now is 2274 as introduced. So it would not include the two Senate bills at this time.
Okay, that's clear enough then. So unfortunately, the 200, which is a Purple Heart, and the 106, which was the Veterans ID, we can't. We'll have to have probably a hearing over on the Senate Fed and State first part of next year, and then cross the floor with that so we can get those into bills next year.
Trying every way we could to get those put in, the four put in, but just didn't work.
Some best laid plans.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
Well, first of all, we can take a motion on removing the contents of HB 2280. Do I hear a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I would move we remove the contents of House Bill 2280 and insert the contents of House Bill 2273 and House Bill 2274.
Okay, now we'll move on to inserting those two bills. But before we do that,
Mr. Chairman, can I ask a question, Mr. Chairman?
yes.
Why is 2280 the shell? I guess I'm a substitute on the committee, so I was wondering where 2280 is going. It's going bye-bye?
Yes.
It's a shell.
Mr. Chair, Senator, the contents of 2280 was inserted into another health bill.
I should have known that. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Hey, Carly, if you'll bring us up to speed on both of those House bills, 2273 and 2274, please, ma'am. Absolutely,
Mr. Chair. House Bill 2273, as amended by the House committee, would add a citation to the Federal Register to definitions for veteran and disabled veteran. It would include those groups of individuals listed under 38 CFR section 3.7, and it would list it. Within that reference is about 25 distinctive groups who are considered to perform active military, naval, air, or space service, and thereby deemed to be a veteran by the United States Congress.
Okay. Are there any questions for Carly on that one? It's pretty straightforward. There are 13 sections, and they're just trying to put the same definition in all 13 sections.
Carly, because we had some conversation about three different bills very quickly. Does that also reference the DD 214, or is that the 106 that I'm thinking about?
There's language in the statute that references that, but that is not in this new language.
Okay,
in this bill.
that was in Senate Bill 106. Okay, thanks, Carly.
Hey, Carly, if you'd give us a brief on 74.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Senate Select Committee heard this yesterday. This is House Bill 2274, and this is the bill that removes active from before service member in occupational licensure that would expedite licenses for spouses or military service members.
Is there any questions from the committee on that?
And that was just to help out the National Guard, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you look on the bill, the first page, it has an application by a military spouse of an active military service member, but on the second page, that word active is not in the definition and never was intended to be. And so what that does is it leaves out National Guard and reservist. And then on page 4, it's the same thing. On page 8, applicants who are military spouses of active military, they're just pulling the word active out and it covers all of it.
This conforms.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
And that's all that one does is just gets rid of those 2 words. Just kind of a cleanup. Okay. Are there any questions from any of the committee members? Okay. Do I hear a motion to insert HB 2273 and HB 2274 into House Bill 2280?
So, Mr. Chairman, so tell me again about 106.
Yeah, if I may, Mr. Chair. Yeah, unfortunately, 106, since we heard it yesterday in the Senate Select Committee on Veterans Affairs, but we didn't have a chance to run it across the floor, and they didn't hear it on the House side. So unfortunately, it was not conferenceable. We were trying to get it done this way, but realized that unfortunately, so what we're going to have to do is we'll have to run that early in session next year so we can get it across and help those folks out.
So you're saying, Mr. Chairman, that House Bill 2274 was heard in both chambers?
2274, well, it was heard across the floor in the House. I don't think we had it, we heard it in the Senate committee, but it wasn't passed out at committee, or it wasn't passed out on the Senate floor.
So, Mr. Chairman, I guess I'm just asking, so the bills that we're bundling, they didn't all go through the proper channel, did they?
Those
I don't,
did. I'll let Carly answer that.
Senator, House Bill 2273 and 2274 both passed out from the House and therefore are conferenceable. Senate Bill 106 and Senate Bill 200 did not.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, we really wanted to get that done, but we're constricted by the rules and we need to follow them. So we'll try to work those fast early next year, Senator.
And that ID card one was an important one.
Yeah. Well, now that we've heard it, we can run it across Senate floor early next year, and I'll just try to ask them to put it right up to the top. Yeah.
So, Mr. Chairman, if you would indulge me, I'll make the motion to put the contents of 2272 and 2274 into 2280. Am I doing that correctly?
73.
Do I hear a second?
No, wait,
2273 and 2274
into
into 2280.
280.
Sorry about that.
Am I misspeaking? I only had half a cup of beer. As moved, Mr. Chairman. He doesn't hear well anyway. Thank you.
Too much military on that. Sorry about that, sir.
Second.
Do I hear a second? Okay. Senator
Second.
Thompson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are there any questions concerning either of these bills or the motion? I think that, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, at nay. Passes unanimously. And that's it on that bill. So I guess, is there paperwork that we need to sign or anything that needs to be done at this point?
No, sir, I will get that conference committee report drawn up and have it for you to sign probably early tomorrow morning.
Okay. Any other questions? Meeting's closed.